everyone. Cass is sleeping at the moment, so I thought I'd make a quick video about something that I've been really excited for. Sounds very cheesy, but I am very excited. Um, I don't know if many of you have heard of it, but there's this subscription you can do called Whirly, and I've seen it pop up on my Instagram and like Facebook and things when I've been searching, and it's a sponsored ad, and kind of didn't really look too much into it, or thought like, oh, they're just trying to get me to buy something else, and so I hadn't really paid much attention to these ads for a while. And then one of the times I thought, all right, okay, I'm just going to check this out. So I went onto their website, and I was just so amazed by this idea of this subscription box. So I wanted to talk about it because I'm really excited about it. So Whirly, as far as my understanding is a subscription where you can pay, I think the lowest price, I could have these numbers wrong, but as far as I'm aware, the lowest price is about £9.99 a month, and the highest one is like I want to say about 25 or 30 pound a month. But I'm paying for like one in between, which is £15 a month. And the amount that you pay per month gives you a certain amount of tokens, or like credits, bear with me. And these credits or tokens you can use to hire toys. So the toys are obviously going to be they are either new, they can be new, or in very good condition, so not that used. They're not going to send you things that are like broken or anything, or got pieces missing. And it's basically a way of doing toy sharing, so that not everyone's having to buy every toy, and then within a month or two, or a year, your child's grown out of that toy, and then you need to buy the next load of toys. And I'm a big believer in like sustainability and reusing things, and try and be as much as I can like quite sustainable, eco-friendly with the different things I do, especially when it comes to Castor, and trying to kind of teach him to not be wasteful and things like that. So I had been buying a lot of toys and things, even looking forward into the future for things when he's a little bit bigger, off Facebook Marketplace, and a little bit off eBay, but mainly Facebook Marketplace. And I'd been getting loads of really good bargains, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of finding I was buying things as they were coming up, and he might not necessarily use them for 6 months, a year, but I was like, oh, I need to get that because it's cheap and it's there. And then I've got to obviously then store them toys somewhere. So we've ended up having to get a load of shelves in the garage, because my husband was getting a little bit wound up that there was so much stuff just piling up in the garage. So we've stored it a little bit better, but at the end of the day, there's all these toys ready to go, and then he probably might use them, certain ones, for like 6 months, a year, and then he'll be out of them. So you've done all that storing and taking up a load of space, and they might not actually use them for that long. So to get back to my point about Whirly, is I've gone a step even better at being even more thrifty and frugal than I usually am, and signed up for this subscription where basically you do get toys on as regular basis as you want, based on when you send back the toys you've already got. So I, for £15, get 120 tokens. So 120 tokens equates to £120. So I can spend basically £120 on toys that will be sent to my house in a box of some kind, and usually the boxes are actually recycled as well, which I'm happy with. I'm happy to have a box that's already been used. And I don't have to spend the full £120 straight away. It's 120 credits. I can maybe choose £70 worth 70 credits worth, and I can leave the others in my account. I mean, it'd be a bit of a waste. I might as well be using them, but you don't have to use them all. You get to pick what toys you're doing. There's no like, you know, just random pick. You pick the toys that you want. They will then deliver them toys to your house. So for £15 essentially, you've got £120 worth of toys, new or nearly new, and you can use them toys for as long as you want to use them for. So I'm still having to pay the £15 per month, and I might use them toys for 6 months. So obviously that then is how they're going to make their money, because they're you're still paying the monthly subscription to have the toys. But if you are really on it, what you could do is send them back on a monthly basis, on a bi-monthly basis. And so every month or bi-month, you're getting £120 worth of toys again. Because every time you send some toys back, them credits that them toys were worth, so say if I had a toy that's worth 20 tokens, and I realised, I wasn't using it or wasn't that interested in it anymore, we can send it back, and then them 20 tokens get credited back onto our account. So I can then use them 20 tokens to get a different toy. I'm explaining this so in depth because it took me a little while to understand exactly how the tokens worked. I was like, so do I get 120 every month, and they top up to 240, 360 and so on, but they don't work like that. You will always, whatever subscription you've signed up for, that's the maximum amount of tokens that you can have in your account at any one time. So my maximum is 120. If I ordered a toy for 20, that would get taken off, so I'd be left with 100 in there, and then if I returned that toy, the 20 would go back on. I hope that makes sense. So to me, that's a brilliant idea. So at the moment, because Castor's only 5 months old today, he obviously won't be needing some of the really massive, maybe more expensive toys, which I might consider maybe upping my membership in the future to something worth a bit more, so that I can get some of the bigger toys. But for now, I feel like the 120 is more than enough, and I do feel like I might make a point of returning and rebuying quite often. Oh, that's another thing I meant to say actually, that you don't have to return them either. You can actually choose to keep the toys, or you can keep them for ages. You could keep them for a year if you wanted, what. And then if you don't actually have to return them, but obviously if you don't return them and you decide to keep the toy, which you perfectly within your rights to do, you are giving up on them tokens that you would have had. So you buy a toy for 50 tokens, and you decide to keep that toy, you're not getting that 50 tokens back. So for me, it makes sense, even if you keep them for quite a while, to be returning them and getting something else fresh for that money. So I just think it's an incredible idea. The other thing I will mention is that because I'm doing the monthly payments, because I just wanted to see how it goes at first, I might, I'm excited about it, but you never know, there might be something about it that doesn't quite work out. So I thought I will go for the monthly subscription at first, because you obviously, as soon as you pay one subscription, if they gave you £120 worth of toys, and then say if you cancelled your subscription the next month, then they're going to be losing a lot of money. So what they do if you sign up for the monthly subscription is they give you your tokens kind of drip fed. So my first lot, this first box, is only things worth 30 tokens, and then I think the next month it might be like 60 tokens, and so on, until I think by month 3 or 4 I am getting my full 120 tokens. And I was well aware of that when I signed up, and I'm happy to do that, because it means I just get to try it and just see, because otherwise you can sign up for a half year, and I think you save 10%, or you can sign up for a full year and you save 20%, which in the future I will, if this works out as good as I want it to be, then I probably will do that. But at the moment, I'm not wanting to just like commit that much yet. So I will just be doing the monthly subscription for now and then see. So yeah, I've Caster's napping. I've got my brew, I've got my snack, and I've got my box of Whirly toys, and I'm going to open them now. So, like I say, this is quite a small haul of toys first, but hopefully they'll be just as nice as I want them to be. Trying to think if there's anything else I needed to mention. I think I've got most of it. I mean, it is a little bit of a takes a little bit to understand it. But once you understand it, I feel like it definitely makes a lot of sense to do. Especially since I'm wanting to be doing lots of like Montessori ideas. What they do is they the Montessori method says about having a like a shelf space for your child somewhere, whether it's in the room or playroom or whatever, and then that has toys or like work on it. By work it is a lot of play, but it's maybe stuff that needs exploring or figuring out, or and it has a lot of learning involved in it for different ages. That a lot of that is toys that you would put out on the shelf for different your child based on their age and their ability, and then after a couple of weeks or weekly or monthly, there's no written rule, just whenever you feel, it's all child led, so whenever you feel that your child has got bored of certain things or wants more of a certain thing, then you would change your shelf to suit that. So I feel like this Whirly idea just fits so well with that, because if you're going to be changing it really often, or or trying to do things around a theme or something like that, you've got control over the toys and you're not thinking, I can't afford to go out and buy that. Like for me, a big thing is being able to do the best for Castor and give him all these opportunities and trying this like Montessori lifestyle, but without it breaking the bank. So this for me is hopefully a good way to be able to give him all of them experiences and different toys and different activities without breaking the bank. So box is open. Okay, so first thing is I've got my return labels, which is cool. So when I want to return them back, I might keep hold of this box actually, and I can put these same toys back in and return them. So that's good. And reseal tape as well, actually, I've just realised. So that'll be to reseal the whole thing. Comes in a cool little Whirly drawstring bag. And then, because I've actually only got 30 tokens, that's all I'm getting this time. So just remembering what I've ordered. So I ordered, he's becoming like some of my friends' children, a little bit obsessed with Dougie. Even though he's only 5 months, he's been a bit captivated by Hey Dougie when I've let him have some time on the telly when I need a little bit of extra shut eye or something. So I got him a little Dougie pram toy, which looks adorable and has got the tag on, so it is brand new, so that's good. I got him this Melissa and Doug. So I don't know if you've heard of Melissa and Doug, but I've seen loads of the stuff around, and it's mainly wooden toys or like fabric toys, really good quality. And I was obviously had a lot of my eye on a lot of them for his shelf and for his toys going into the future. But because they are wooden and because they are really well made, they do cost a little bit more sometimes. So this again is a good way. They have loads of Melissa and Doug toys on Whirly, so I've been able to kind of explore and get a bit excited about some of the things that I'm thinking of getting. So I thought this looks like a lovely little book for him and Daddy to maybe have a look at. And it's fabric and it's guessing whose feet are there. Oh, and it's actually got a really nice like wordy story in there, because sometimes they're just like one word, aren't they, and you feel a bit um like you've lost out. So it's got quite a nice wordy story in there, so I like that. This is obviously, well, as far as I can tell, this has been used, but it's in really, really good condition. There's no marks on it, there's nothing, and everything's they say that everything's really well cleaned and disinfected before it's handed around, onto the next person. And then the last thing I got, and this was kind of one of my husband's ideas because he used to have some when he was younger, was some of the Tommy eggs, which I love the idea of these because they're really cute, aren't they? With the little eggs inside, with the little chicks inside. Again, like just looking at them, they do look like they've been a little bit used. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a little marks on them, barely anything, like scuff marks. But I feel like that's the only bit I can see actually. The case itself is in really good condition. The clip works and everything. So I don't, you know, for the amount that he's probably going to use these, and then for them to just be, you know, sat in a cupboard or something, they're in a really, really good condition. So I'm really happy with them. So these are what I got for the 30 credits, 30 tokens that I've been entitled to so far. So in future, I will actually have 4 times that many tokens. And actually, I will say I didn't spend my whole 30. Dougie was only 6 tokens. So, and I wanted the Dougie, so I've still got 4 tokens sat in my account. But yeah, I'm really happy with that, and considering I get my return labels and everything, and it seems easy to send it back, I think I'm definitely going to be continuing with it. I'll see what Caster thinks of the toys, and then I'll let you know, and I'll probably make a follow-up video to this when I'm returning some of the things and maybe getting my next lot, so that I can kind of keep you updated with how my tokens are moving up and the things I start to get as a result of my tokens being more. Okay, so sorry that was a bit lengthy, but it does take a little bit of explaining, I think, and hopefully that's given you a bit of a better understanding about it. And I really want to kind of like promote this idea because I do think I'm not being paid to promote it or anything, honestly, but I do think that this is an incredible idea. So if we can do more of this, then I think that's a really good idea. All right, thank you very much for watching.